So the moment I thought I was drowning was literally being tossed from a canoe into a lake on a team building event. And I was wearing a life vest, but I was headed towards the bottom. And before I got to the bottom, I could feel the momentum stop, and I just hung there suspended in this really murky, dark, cold water. And it entered my brain for a split second that I could be drowning. I wasn't ready for that, and so I looked up and I could see sunlight, and I just began to pull my arms down and kick really hard until I breached the surface. When I breached the surface, there were a couple of things I knew I had to do right away. First was tell my stranger canoe partner, who I'd never met before, that I couldn't swim and I couldn't see. I realized I'd lost my glasses as I hit the water. I was absolutely petrified, and so I'm clinging desperately to the side of this capsized canoe, and he has this dumbfounded look on his face like, what do we do next? And so with the information I'd provided him, I'd basically relinquished my leadership at that point to this person I'd never met before. And in a true leadership fashion, he took control. He asked for help, and then he asked me to trust him, and I did.
I surrounded myself with an incredible team. I've got a close-knit family, and my team of 16 employees were completely and 100% behind us together. We all pulled together and really supported each other in the time of unknown.
So I had to go back just to the very beginning of why I became a teacher in the first place, which was to help students and to love on kids. And so I had to go back to that core value and cling to that.
Asking for help is something that's difficult for me. I'm kind of a self-motivator, a self-doer, and so it's quite difficult for me to delegate things to other people. One of my probably biggest fears is seeming incompetent. It goes all the way back to misspelling a word in spelling bee in the first grade, you know, and feeling let down because of that. And so I like to do things by myself so that I seem competent and successful. Having to ask for help or feeling like I have to ask for help and rely on other people is tough. But I've found that the relationships that you build with people tend to set you up for more success because you have those people that you can rely on for help.
My team, we all work very close to each other in the office, so we're able to step into each other's offices multiple times a day and talk through different marketing ideas. And just being at home for a few days and realizing that that was not an opportunity or something that was a resource that was available to me anymore, that's when those calls really stood out to me, and I was really able to talk to other supervisors and kind of get some ideas of what they are doing to help me figure out ways that I could stay connected with my team.
As leaders, that's a difficult thing to do, to embrace having to ask for help. And then not only just ask for it, but to actually accept it and rest in it and allow that help to get you back to the shore. And then celebration. It felt good to celebrate even with people I didn't know, and to recognize that in a single moment, my crisis didn't belong to them. They have their own unique situations and they deal with them in their own unique ways. For many people, a day at the lake involves getting in the water. They didn't know I was terrified. So my crisis was unique to me. My source of rescue was also unique, both in the hero who stood up and helped me and in how I chose to make my way back to the shore.